Welcome to MagicGatheringStrat. I'm Bava, and I'm getting ready to play an M14 Swiss draft. And we're just waiting for player number 8 to show up. See the 7 we've got in the queue here. And I was playing a Phantom, and I got trounced in round 1. Alright. Sanguine Bond, Angelic Accord, Sanguine Vampire. I do like the vampire here. There's also a claustrophobia. There's a liturgy of blood and a pacifism going around. This is a good pack, actually. There's also a shock. Yeah, I hate to pass that shock, but Sanguine Vampire is really hard to answer in the format. And overall, I'm not super excited about red in general. So let's take the vampire here. Keep an eye out for that pacifism or claustrophobia or liturgy to come back around. And see what happens. Ooh, Imposing Sovereign's good. Volcanic Geyser is good. Plummet Condor. So it could be a blue-black Flyers deck. There's also a Mark of the Vampire, though. Or we could be a black-white black-white deck. Blue often gets overdrafted and white often gets underdrafted. That's my impression anyways. Volcanic Geyser is a nice piece of removal, but it is double red. Mark of the Vampire, of course, is ridiculous, and maybe we should just take it, but I think we'll see another one. I don't know. I think I'm going to take the Imposing Sovereign here. I don't think he's worth anything. See, we'll check out the goats. He's worth like a quarter. But he's a pretty cool card. Let's see if we can get something going. And of course, now we're seeing a bajillion blue Flyers. We could take the Accord and see if we get it to go off. Or we could just take the Messenger Drake, which is the best card in this pack. I think Messenger Drake is better. Angelic Accord we could do funny things with. And we could totally pay off if we take all the white now. I don't know, let's see if we can get this stupid deck going. Blessing's bad. Probably just the pacifism here. It's rewarding our play into white. We'll take this Mark of the Vampire, I think. That will enable stuff. Congregate enable stuff. Stonehorn Chanter enable stuff. There's also a Celestial Flare. But if we want to be the lifelink deck, this guy's pretty good in that, right? Congregate's also pretty good. This guy is a bit expensive. Congregate doesn't do anything. Celestial Flare, of course, is a nice piece of removal. Being in double white's challenging. I don't know, let's stock up on these guys. We're all in on this weird strategy. Is that what we're doing? Seems kind of fun. Let's see. Black, white, big guys, and angels, and vampires. And one Imposing Sovereign. This is kind of a silly thing so far. That's our 8 picks. Let's see what came around. Maybe we got a pacifism back around. No, but we got the other angelic accord, which will take over the sanguine bond. Because we really want to do funny things. And we got a celestial flare back, but there's a mark of the vampire. I'm going to take instead. Probably nobody's even going to play the celestial flares. Firecat into the sideboard. Probably Blessing is better than Suntail Hawk, but it's really not great. I don't know, we'll see. Siege Mastodon is a little bit playable. Okay. Angelic Wall is totally playable. We got somebody's island. Booyah! Alright. Mark of the Vampires are coming around. Someone took that pacifism, and someone took the claustrophobia. So, pacifism is very takeable early. It doesn't mean they're in white necessarily. There's definitely people we sent into blue with all that stuff we passed. So we take a Wall of Swords, or do we finally take a Celestial Flare? Is there anything better? Wall of Swords keeps us alive to get our stuff going. Someone's got like a bajillion Celestial Flares because they keep going around. I don't really like Celestial Flare very much. I think I'd rather have the Wall. There's also the Show of Valor. Yeah, let's take the Wall of Swords. It's a good wall. Another Into the Wilds, another Dragon Egg. What's going on here? There's a Griffin Sentinel. Wow, there's like nothing in this one. Except I guess a Griffin Sentinel. A Griffin Sentinel is actually really good with the Mark of the Vampire. So I will not complain. Crap, but none of these cards are good. Do we just take the Megantic Sliver, the Outrage, the Claustrophobia? Which deck do we really not want to deal with? We don't take the Dark Favor or the Soul Mender or anything. We hate the Blue Mage, always hate the Blue Mage. Blightcaster, we love the Blightcaster. I'm so excited to see him. A Quarter Shield. We have Charging Griffin here. Fortify or Undead Minotaur or Capation Knight. We do want one Capation Knight, right? Yes, we want one. From Celestial Flare or Festering Newt. Alright, so I guess we'll take some Celestial Flare. That came around too. Dawnstrike Paladin could make it in. Needs more 3-drops. Undead Minotaur comes in. How cool that we got a Bladecaster. Happy to play him a little bit. We really don't want those guys at all, so we'll take the Firecat out of circulation. Blessing, of course, is coming out. Huh. Gain 3 life, mind rot your opponent. Probably not playing that. Probably not playing that. Maybe playing that Minotaur. Don't do that here. Yeah. Get over. Alright. Wild Ricochet. Deathgaze Cockatrice, Master of Diversion. It's another 3-drop. Deathgaze Cockatrice is just better, though. Lots of good blue cards. We're passing another shock. I'm okay with the Cockatrice. Siphon Sliver. Or do we just straight up take an Elixir of Immortality for Angelic Accords? I guess we'll take the Siphon Sliver. We have time still to see more slivers. There's a Vampire Warlord, but there's an Auramancer. I think the Auramancer fits this deck fine. Return an enchantment card. We've got plenty to bring back. Yeah, we're seeing lots of good cards go back. But the Auramancer fits really well. There's even another one. But I think we will take the Deathgaze Cockatrice instead. I think one Auramancer is fine. Solemn Offering. Good in the sideboard for us. Accursed Spirit. Intimidate. In black with the marks. I think better than the rest of the stuff we have here. Look at our 4-drops, my god. Look at our 6-drops, my god. So maybe a Nightwing Shade fits the bill here over the Stonehorn Chanter. How many Deathgaze Cockatrices does one deck need? I think the answer is a lot, actually. Why not, right? This Disperse is annoying. This Windstorm's rather annoying. But is it more sensory deprivation? Always hate the blue mage. Blue is the overpowered color in M14. So I do what I can to not help them out. Okay. Now, aside from being jammed up on 4-drops, I guess we can take the Oromancer Wield, of course. Should have anticipated that. Man, let's just play a 60-card deck. I don't know, we got one Blessing we're not going to play. Let's have a Pay No Heed we're not going to play. And a Staff of the Flame Magus we're not going to play. And a Mountain we're not going to play. Alright. Let's check in on our M14. Vaughn's Grindon lost game 1. Shocking. Alright, our deck building has started. We want all the things. Maybe take out Capation Knight. Well, random maybe put. Keep the Wall and the Sovereign and the Pacifying Flare. Probably take out an Oromancer. Let's just throw these guys out now. Maybe bring them back. We'll keep one Oromancer and a Sentinel. A 1 of Slipperies, a 2/2 lifelink. Feel like that's not awesome. It's okay with the Dawnstrike Paladin, but I think we ditch him. We don't have any other slivers. He's just overcost. So we can get a 2/3 here instead. 3 toughness in this spot's going to be good. Double Accord, Charging Griffin is going to be good. Wall of Sword, Spirit, Blight, Mark, Death Gaze, Death Guard. We can keep all those. Get rid of the Siege Mastodon. Those. Alright, we are getting closer. Too many creatures. So I guess we can get rid of a couple 4-drops, huh? Don't love the Vampire Warlord. Alright. I guess we don't need the Wall of Swords. We've got so much flying stuff anyway. Alright. So we only have 2 pieces of removal, but we've got plenty of blockers. Pacifism, Mark, Angelica, 5 enchantments for the Blightcaster, and we'll add our land. Put it right down the middle. Okay, so it's 16 creatures, 6 other, big burly sorts of creatures, double marks, double angelics. Yeah, let's see if this is degenerate enough in terms of Angelic Accord to get us where we need to go. Alright, thanks for watching. I'm Bava, and I built this black-white, this sort of janky black-white Angelic Accord enchantment deck. We'll see how it does. I'll see you guys in round 1.